Everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. We're going for Encounter.
天神5番地の...
Now, the last part was absolutely sad. My stomach actually hurt by hearing the last words of Mayu. Jeez, what is this? The developers are so freaking awesome. You're not even gonna believe it. But you're gonna have to check the game out for yourself if you want to hear why I'm talking like that. Good God, I feel so ill right now.
これ23だよな。それとも33か？まったく、山崎先生の字は読みづらいな。はあ
I knocked over my alarm clock this morning, and of course it stopped working. The very last pork sandwich sold out right before my eyes during lunch. And I was roped into a favor when I happened upon my homework teacher, Mr. Yamazaki, long after school day have ended. So now, like it or not, I was on my way to deliver some notes to Miss Yui, our homeroom TA, who was out sick with a cold.
後でゆかに謝らないとな。今日は早く帰ってゆかの買い物に付き合ってやる予定だったし。天神5番地23の11、ここか。これが6番地33の77とかじゃなければだけど。
I stopped and compared the memo in my hand with the apartment building in front of me. It was 2 stories tall and looked a little on the shabby side. Probably about 20 years old. It didn't even seem very solid, nor was it practically stylish or chic. It was a completely remarkable structure in every way.
ここの207号室、いや、201?
I was really getting fed up with this handwriting, and from a teacher no less. In any case, it seemed the apartment was on the 2nd floor, so I trudged up the startlingly narrow, steep stairs. The narrow staircase was thoroughly blotched with patches of rust. Why would someone live in such a rundown apartment building?
先生の給料ってもしかしてすごく安かったりするのか？
I felt a little sorry for her, but in a way, this place kind of fit her personality. Now, I just want to say this, before Mayu died, apparently her thoughts were still among us, so we would actually hear her perfectly. I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to hear her afterwards on her thoughts. I don't know. With that thought in my mind, I turned my attention toward apartment number 201.
ここが201号室か。でもゆい先生の家じゃないな。
The door plate for the room nearest to the stairs had a name I didn't recognize.
ってことはこの奥か。
As through 201, I continued down the narrow walkway toward the end. Wandering alone around an apartment building I've never been to before made me feel kind of nervous. It wasn't like I was doing anything wrong, but my back still tensed up as I maneuvered around piled up strollers, plastic toys, and bundles of newspapers. And finally, I arrived at the last door.
ここだ。
This was it. I breathed a sigh of relief. Door plate for apartment 207 read Shishido. For an adult's handwriting especially, the letters were rounded and overly cutesy. This was Miss Yui's place, alright.
なんだろうこれ。
leaned in to read something written in small script on the corner of the door plate.
大病注意
She has a cat. She has a cat.
って、猛犬注意じゃなくて
She loves cats.
ゆい先生らしいや。
So how exactly does one beware a house cat? Is it even possible for a house cat to be threatening? Yes. At any rate, I confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was Miss Yui's place, so my errand was nearing its end.
それにしても山崎先生もひどいよな。風邪ひいたクラスメートにプリント持っていくならわかるけど、風邪ひいた副担の先生のうちに授業のノートを届けろって。絶対におかしい。間違いなくこれ担任の仕事だよ。
He said he was busy with meetings, though, and really needed one of his students to help him out. But it was really okay to entrust a school student with confidential class notes.
これ、生徒が読んじゃまずいノートなんじゃないのか？
My mind kept drifting from one question to another, and I had become acutely aware of the inherent value in these notes I held in my bag. But tempting as it was, I just couldn't bring myself to look at them. Mr. Yamazaki put his faith in me after all. And I was stronger than that. I couldn't let this get the best of me. At any rate, I was here. Should have been able to drop off the notes and be on my way. Putting all my doubts and misgivings aside, I rang the doorbell. Then I waited and waited some more, but there was no answer.
あれ？俺、呼び鈴をしたよな。
Of course it did.
ゆい先生！
Rang the bell again and also tried calling out. There was still no response.
どうしよう。寝てんのかな。起こしちゃ悪いけど、でも心配だしな。
I hear that Miss Yui was staying home sick today. We were all pretty disappointed. That's why part of me was actually a little happy that I was asked to run these over to her. I figured I'd be able to check in, see how she was doing, and let everyone at school know that she was feeling better.
けど会えないっていうのは想定外だったな。ゆい先生！ゆい先生！反応なしか。ゆい先生。すみません。
Probably sleeping, or out at the doctor or something, but what if she were hurt? Tried opening the mail slot and peeking in. Thought maybe I could get a glimpse of the room inside.
ゆい先生。
What's wrong peeking into someone's house without their permission? And I was legitimately worried about Miss Yui's health. So my conscience was clear on this one. Hi.
ああ、猫。
Welcome cat was facing the door and staring back at me. With its head tilted slightly to the side, it let out an adorable meow. This must be the cat I was instructed to beware. Is this Miss Yui was always going on and on about her little buddy. I'm pretty sure I remember his name.
この子が噂のモレじゃなくて、確かモネ。そうだ、モネちゃんだ。へえ、綺麗な猫だな。
We talked about her cat a lot in class, so pretty much the whole school had heard of him. She even had some tins of cat food hidden on a shelf in the classroom, probably because she bought too much and had no room for them in her apartment.
モネ、モネ。先生はいるか？先生がいるんだったら、起こしてきてほしいんだ。モネ、頼むよ。やっぱり無理か。そりゃそうだよな。
Shoulders sank, and I felt defeated. What the hell was I doing? I closed the mail slot and stood back up.
弱ったな。ゆい先生、どうしたんだろう。どっか外出中とか？空いてたりしないかな。
Lost in this speculation, I placed my hand on the doorknob. With a quick twist, I turned it and pushed on the door, opening it easily.
え？鍵、かかってないのか。
What?
うわ、いけねえ。モネが出たら大変だ。お前のご主人様は不用心だな。鍵もかけてないなんて。ん？なんだ？その通りだにゃって。モネもやっぱりそう思うか。
Talking to a cat. Here, I was talking to a cat. Was this what I've become?
どうしよう。
I was feeling pretty uneasy. Not only had I peeped into someone's home, I walked in without a second thought. Moreover, this is where Miss Yui lived, alone, in other words, a woman's apartment. No matter how many times I've reminded myself that I was here on an errand, I couldn't help feeling that I've not only crossed the line, that I've not only crossed the line, but leaped over it.
Yui sensei.
Tried calling her name one last time. Was as expected, there was no answer.
本当にどうしようかな。
I was trying hard to avoid being too nosy, but my eyes invariably began surveying the room. The apartment entrance led out immediately into the kitchen, and beyond that there was a sliding door to some other room too. I could see light through the gaps. I strained my ears, but there was nothing to hear. No signs of life whatsoever. This Yui really must have been out. One more time, I tried calling out one more time. I put my concerns at ease. Felt like I seemed even more suspicious if I stayed silent.
Yui sensei! 持田です。
Still nothing. Maybe she was asleep on the other side of that door.
確かめてみ。いや。
Shaking my head furiously, I cast out that sudden impulse. That was a terrible idea, pure and simple. Entering the apartment unannounced was bad enough, but walking all the way in, opening that sliding door, peeking inside, that was just too much.
っていうか、このタイミングでゆい先生が外から帰ってきたりしたら、俺、結構ま ずい。じゃなくて、だいぶまずい。
One of meowed as if in agreement. Panicking, I once again surveyed my surroundings. I almost felt like there were eyes on me, staring with disdain. Of course, nobody was there.
あ、そうだ。書き置きを残していけばいいんじゃないか？
Wondering why I didn't think of this sooner. I dug into my bag for some paper and pen.
山崎先生から頼まれたのでって書いておけばいいんだよな。俺のノートでいいや。ゆい先生
Crouching in the doorway, I ran my pen across the page. I brought class notes of Mr. Yamazaki's behest. Everyone has been worried about you. Sorry about barging into your
あと
apartment.
不用心だから鍵はかけた方がいいと思いますと。ん？
As I was writing the note, I sensed a presence in the front of me. Until just a moment ago, this house had no signs of human life in it. And now I could feel someone standing directly ahead. Standing and looking down at me. Fidgeting nervously, I put down my pen. Raised my head slowly. Saw a white, slender ankle. Oh! Shocked, I shot my head up there and, up in there, and standing before me, it was Miss Yui.
先生。
She was looking right at me, but she seemed decidedly out of sorts. Her hair looked like disheveled. It looked disheveled, and her gaze was unsteady, and her pajamas were completely disarrayed. And she was like a completely different person from the usual educator we come to know and love.
ゆい先生、俺勝手に入っちゃって。
Stood up frantically and held out the note I'd been writing. But Miss Yui was just standing there, stupefied with a completely vacant expression on her face. She must be really sick.
先生？
I called out to her as gently as I could. Jeez. But she was really dazed. Dazed and confused. She seemed almost like a ghost.
先生、どうしちゃったんだよ。
I had a sudden uneasy feeling. Worried, I walked up to Miss Yui, grabbed her shoulders, and tried to snap her out of it by shaking her. But instead,
うわ！
this just seemed to make her cough.
先生！
These were wet, productive coughs, and spit was shooting out of Miss Yui's mouth with each one. I frantically tried to shield my face from the spray, but my reaction time wasn't quick enough.
もう。
Put my hand to her cheek and found it thick with the slimy film saliva.
大丈夫？ゆい先生。
She hobbled back a little and then fell to her knees. It was fun. She had completely sprawled onto the out in the hallway, moaning and groaning the whole time,
先生、
wiping the spatterings from my own face. I leaned over to take a better look at hers. It was bright red, strained breathing, and a stuffy nose, and a visibly high fever at the top of it all. She was sick as could be.
寒い。寒いの？でも、汗かいてるよ。寒い。
Thought maybe her sweat had cooled her down, but realized she's disheveled pajamas certainly weren't doing her any favors. But with heart pounding a mile a minute and face red as a traffic light, I set about buttoning her up. Yep, here we go.